Hello everybody and welcome to the Flight Sim Tech. We're out here in the OC, Santa Ana, California, and we'll be doing a flight up to San Francisco, California. We'll be operating Southwest flight number 126 out that way today, and this should be a little over an hour flight, about an hour and 10 minutes from gate to gate, and we're going to be doing all that here today on this video. This will be the 737-800 series by PMDG. Here you can see GSX in all its glory. And right now let's take a look at Sky Vector to see the route we're going to be doing. Taking a look at the VFR chart, zoom in here, and then I'll show you the other chart. So we're going to fly out to Catalina Island, up this way to San Francisco. So let's get in here. Be heading out this way, Catalina Island right there, which is the typical departure from this part of SoCal. And then up this way along the coast, we'll be doing we'll be connecting up with San Marcos, basically along the coast flight. It's a good flight to see the coast. And then we'll be coming in most likely ILS 28 left, and that'll bring us into San Francisco through this way. Alright, we're pushing back now, starting the number 2 engine, and we're going to be heading over to the runway from here. Yeah, like I was saying, the traffic didn't really populate this airport too much. Some airports are just like that. Some are better than others with airplanes. Actually, you're not going to see any. There was a couple American Airlines flights that were around here. One departed, one came in, and then left again while I was setting up the flight. But they're all gone. Enjoying GSX. Had a lot better time with it this time. Had some issues last time I used it with it, the U control menu not opening, but it seems to be working good now. Okay, taxiing over to the runway. Kind of a little hazy out today. Probably going to see that all through California, and mainly because California's been getting a lot of rain. It's been raining for about a week and a half straight, and finally getting a break. This is the first day without any rain. Not supposed to have any for a few days, so that's a nice break. I'm up in the California area, so it's kind of funny. We went from being in a drought to, getting close to flooding conditions. There's actually a dam up in Northern California that is in danger of breaking and sending a lot of water down south. That is the Oroville spillway, and then that's affecting the dam. So a lot of rain this year, big difference. Alright, coming up here. We're going to hold short here and get the plane prepped. And then, as always, we will be on our way. Alright, checking the fuel. Get the taxi light off. The landing light's on. Strobe on. And setting the clocks. And of course, got to get the auto throttle on. It's actually, I think, supposed to be on during the taxi, but we're putting it on now. As long as it's on before you press that toga button. This is the Channel 3 departure that we'll be doing today. And we're on to the runway now. Not quite sure why I got that master caution. It goes off real fast. If anybody knows. Only thing different I did was I pushed the toggle button in the middle of the turn, about 80% through the turn. But I don't know, just a real quick one on there. So
V1 rotate. V2.
positive climb. You're up. Okay, we're going to hand fly this just for a few, and then we'll hand it over to the autopilot. Very clear out there cloud-wise. We're just going to see a lot of foggy conditions. Like I said, a lot of rain, and that moisture's heading up into the air. But it should be a smooth flight, no chop. Pretty good all the way down. We're not dealing with any mountain air or anything like that, just mainly coastal flying, as I showed you earlier. Couldn't find any live ATC. I wanted to put a little bit of chatter on here, but I downloaded maybe 5 different tracks from different times, different dates, and I couldn't get any audio of any transmissions going on. I don't know if what the peak hours of the day are. I was looking mainly around 11, noon, 1, 2. Couldn't really get anything out, so I'm going to have to have a radio-less departure here. Almost forgot to mention, this flight was requested by Thinker Matt. I requested it about a month ago, and I just finally got around to doing it. Putting the autopilot on now. And yeah, if you guys would like to request flights, I can see what I can do about doing them. Sometimes people request them with airplanes I don't have, or I prefer it to be, a route where I can use some payware scenery that I have. Approaching our cruise altitude, we're going to go to flight level 360, and we're getting very close to that. Yeah, lately I've just been getting a lot of requests for different flights. I can't get to all of them. This one I was interested in doing because I like that route, like going from NorCal to SoCal, or vice versa. In this case, we're going SoCal to NorCal. But I like doing flights like that. Being our cruise altitude now. In other news, guys, some of the most exciting news in my life for a while is I just bought a house, and going to be a couple of months before I move into it. It takes a while for all that stuff to be processed. But I'm very excited about that. I'm going to be able to have my own office now. I was living in a 2-bedroom, so we had 1 bedroom, and then the other bedroom was just an office. But I'm going to have more bedrooms now, so I can have an office. And once that's all set up, the flight sim stuff obviously will be one of the first things I set up. And once it's all good, I'll do a nice little full office tour. It'll be pretty nice. I want to have some cool artwork set up, some like aviation photographs or paintings, and it'll be a nice little office once it's all done. But yeah, so you may see a little lapse in flight sim videos, maybe not. I might be able to get ahead and make some to put out, you know, for the week, but I won't be down for too long. And this probably won't be until April or so, just depends. But right now, I'm still in this office, so I'll be creating other videos. Put out a few recently on at the FSElite channel, so go ahead and check out that. And there'll be more coming. Also, let's see here. We're doing our descent now from 360. It's about a little 42 minutes into this flight. A little less than 30 to go. This is the Surfer 2 arrival we're flying today. Okay, approaching 10,000 feet. We're at 11,000 right now. You can really see some of the fog down there. Not too thick, but it is there. Putting the terrain radar on so we can monitor these mountains. Videos coming up, probably doing FS Labs A320 video. That'll be my next focus, and then I need to get back into the 717 before I get too rusty with that aircraft. I haven't flown it in a few weeks, and I need to do that, and then I need to get some general aviation videos out to you. I'm going to try to plan some type of trip. I don't know, maybe something at night. I might just do something with that, with the GA plane. So maybe it'll go, I don't know, maybe I'll do an A320, then a GA at night, then the 717. I'll probably do something like that. Heading in through this big cloud here, then we're clear for a little while. Should be on the ground in about 10 to 15 minutes. In the sim world, not in the real world. I'll probably be on the ground 4 or 5 minutes with this video edit. Alright, we're getting close to our final approach. We're going to start putting the flaps out. Once we get a little bit over the water, we'll put the gear down. Now, I recently learned the other day that actually some airports have, they'll restrict you of where you can put your gear down. Mostly it's 10 miles out from the airport. Some airports, I forgot that one in particular, but you put your gear out about 14 miles away, and that's in case any ice is attached to the bottom of your plane, where the gear's coming out. Sometimes when the gear drops, it can drop a big chunk of ice, and these have fallen on people's homes and I think through their ceiling and stuff before. Just a big chunk of ice from a plane that's putting the gear down. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Not saying that's happening with San Francisco. I actually don't know if they have any regulations on that, but just I thought I'd put the gear down once we hit over the water before we enter this turn onto our final descent down into the runway. Here's the ILS approach into 28 left that we're doing right now. We're on the approach phase. Still can't see the airport yet, but once we have the runway, we'll cut the autopilot and hand fly it in. I always find my landings are a little better after I've been hand flying for a minute or two before landing. If I have to cut it at 1,000, I'll do that. Today I won't have to do that. We got like 6 miles of visibility. But yeah, I just tend to get better landings when I've been hand flying it for a little bit. You can see the lights. Just gonna wait to get the runway in sight, which it's coming in sight now. So we'll be cutting the autopilot in a second. Alright, here we go. A little slight crosswind, not much. It's about a 10-degree difference. It's kind of pushing us a little bit, but I think it's 7. The highest I saw I got it up to was 8 knots, so it's about 7-8 knots.
916 heavy cross Woodset at 8,000, then descend and maintain 4,000. Got a 1580 cross Woodset at 8,000, then descend and 4,000.
Continuing.
Woodset heading 050.
They really put the rubber down on this one. I like to exit here because you can just ride the auto brake until you reach it, the end, and then you're at a good speed to clear the runway. Alright, let's take a look at the replay today. Got a nice static shot for you guys. Chase Plane added that feature to where you can put the static camera to a particular runway or gate. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to move the camera there on your own anymore. And then onto this angle. Again, you won't see the speed brakes or anything come up. Notice the engines aren't even spooling right now. It's just how it goes with the replay on Prepar3D, unless you're using FS Recorder, which I am not doing. Okay, on our way to the gate. This airport also isn't seeing too many other planes at the gates. Usually at SFO I got maybe 6 planes or more, which still isn't a lot, but yeah, I'm not seeing too much. I don't know what this car is doing, so we're gonna slow down here. Alright, he's clear. Yeah, a lot of the signs are misplaced at this airport too. I don't know what's going on with this airport. I tried reinstalling it. It's almost like it doubled up on some of the signs, or they're in the wrong place. One thing I'm going to hate about the new Prepar version 4, whenever it comes out, is reinstalling everything. I think for a while I'll probably still use Prepar3D because a lot of sceneries and planes aren't going to convert immediately, so even if I do get it, which I will be getting it, but I'll probably still be using 3.4 or 3.5, whatever it is at the time. The runway lights off, and we'll get the generators on. Should also turn off the taxi light at this point too, but I forgot. Alright, let's cut the engines and get the seatbelt signs off so everybody can jump up in unison and start grabbing their luggage, even though they won't be off the plane for a few more minutes. If you bleed air on, we'll get the anti-collision light off, the pumps off, except the left aft, or the forward, I'm sorry. And we'll get the hydraulic pumps off, isolation valve open, and the flight director's off. And that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for coming on this flight again. Hope you enjoyed yourselves watching this video, and I will see you next time. You guys take care, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.